Welcome students. So in today's lecture we shall be starting with our next water soluble vitamin known as niacin. Niacin, it is commonly known as vitamin B3 and also as nicotinic acid. So the coenzymes that are associated with niacin are NAD and NADP. So you all are familiar with these. What are NAD and NADP? Many times you have seen in the carbohydrate, lipid and protein metabolism that these coenzymes are essential for energy production. So all these coenzymes are derivatives of niacin. So now let us start with the chemistry of niacin. So niacin is basically a pyridine derivative and structurally it is pyridine 3 carboxylic acid. So if you take it on the basis of structure, it is pyridine 3 carboxylic acid. Now let us draw its structure first. So students, you all know that pyridine is a 6-membered nitrogen containing heterocyclic ring. So students, this is a structure for niacin. So don't get confused. Now I shall be drawing the structures for its coenzymes also that I have mentioned as NAD and NADP. So first of all, let us draw the structure for NAD. So the structure of NAD is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. So here we will be attaching one adenine molecule, ribose sugar and pyrophosphate molecule. So first of all, the niacin is to be converted into nicotinamide. So see here how niacin is converted into nicotinamide. So instead of an oxygen here, one NH2 group will be added, and this is the structure of nicotinamide. So this is structure of nicotinamide. Now let us start it by drawing the structures of the ribose, sugar and the pyrophosphate. So first of all, we shall be attaching the ribose sugar with it. So through this nitrogen, a ribose sugar will be added. And through this carbon on the ribose sugar, a pyrophosphate molecule will also be added. So now let us see how a pyrophosphate is attached. I shall be drawing it with a different color, so it will be easier for you to know the structure, how it is different. The pyrophosphate molecule will be attached here. Now this is a pyrophosphate molecule. and again a ribose sugar will be attached. So I shall be using the same color again. And to this ribose sugar a molecule of adenine will be attached. So see, from here an adenine molecule will be attached. So this is an adenine molecule and this is the ribose sugar here. And another ribose sugar is here. So students, this is the complete structure of, now you can see this is the complete structure of one molecule of NAD. Students, this is a complete structure of NAD plus, known as nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. And if we attach one phosphate group to this hydrogen, you can see here, if one phosphate group is attached at this hydrogen, then it will be becoming NADP. So students, this is the structure of NADP. Now this whole structure is of NADP. So this is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. So I hope the structures are clear to you now, how NAD and NADP are formed as a coenzymes of niacin. You can see here, this is the structure of niacin, then comes the NAD plus, and after the attachment of one phosphate group here, it becomes NADP. So now we shall be understanding its biochemical functions. So what are its biochemical functions? So as we have discussed in vitamin B1 and B2, there are some different biochemical functions that are associated with the coenzymes of now we can understand the biochemical functions through the various metabolisms associated with them, and I shall be highlighting the reactions involved in it. So first of all, let us start with the carbohydrate metabolism. So these are all the NAD dependent. So I shall be writing here the NAD dependent. So all the reactions that are NAD dependent. So we shall be starting with the carbohydrate metabolism. The first reaction that is involved is the conversion of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate into 1,3-biphosphoglycerate in glycolysis. So you all are familiar with this reaction of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate getting converted into 1,3-biphosphoglycerate. Now this is an NAD dependent reaction in presence of dehydrogenase enzyme, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. So the enzyme is dehydrogenase and this is an NAD dependent reaction. Similarly, there is another reaction of conversion of pyruvate into lactate. Now this is also an NAD dependent reaction that occurs again in presence of lactate dehydrogenase, another dehydrogenase enzyme. Then these two reactions are from the glycolysis. Then we have a reaction from the citric acid or TCA cycle that is governed by NAD as a coenzyme, and that is alpha ketoglutarate into succinyl coenzyme A. So the alpha ketoglutarate is converted into succinyl coenzyme A in presence of alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase complex. So again a dehydrogenase enzyme is acting here. So students, I shall be giving you the links of the TCA and glycolysis and other reactions involved in the description of this video. You can check it through there, that how the reaction proceeds and what are the changes in the structure of the biomolecules. So these were the major reactions that are NAD dependent in the carbohydrate metabolism. Now we shall be starting with the lipid metabolism. Now there are certain reactions which are NAD dependent in the lipid metabolism. Now let us see what are the lipid metabolism dependent reactions. First is the conversion of beta hydroxyacyl coenzyme A into beta ketoacyl coenzyme A. Beta hydroxyacyl coenzyme A into beta ketoacyl coenzyme A. So you all have learned about these reactions in the beta oxidation. So this also occurs in the presence of enzyme beta hydroxyacyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase. So this is again a dehydrogenase enzyme. Similarly, another reaction of conversion of alcohol into acetaldehyde. Now this is a common reaction in which an alcohol is converted into acetaldehyde, and this is occurring in presence of alcohol dehydrogenase enzyme again. So these are the lipid metabolism, and similarly we are having the reactions of protein metabolisms also. Now the reactions of protein metabolism are I shall be writing the reaction for tyramine into para-hydroxyphenyl acetate. So this is a very specific reaction in which tyramine is converted into para-hydroxyphenyl acetate Now this reaction is also governed by the presence of enzyme tyramine dehydrogenase. So this is a protein metabolic reaction. So these are all the NAD dependent, and similarly we have also studied a different coenzyme from this, that is NADP dependent. So the other reactions which are NADP dependent are, first is the conversion of glutamate into alpha ketoglutarate. Conversion of glutamate into alpha ketoglutarate and liberation of ammonia comes here. So this is a NADP dependent and it occurs in presence of glutamate dehydrogenase. And similarly another reaction of conversion of isocitrate into oxalosuccinate. So conversion of isocitrate directly into oxalosuccinate in presence of isocitrate dehydrogenase enzyme. So another dehydrogenase is occurring here. So these are the reactions which are NADP dependent. So I hope we have covered around 6 to 7 reactions. So NAD dependent are mentioned here, you can clearly see, and the NADP dependent are here. So another thing that is important in niacin is its recommendatory dietary intake. Now students, the recommended dietary intake for niacin is around 10 to 15 mg in case of children and 15 to 20 mg in case of adults. The dietary sources are liver, yeast, whole grains, cereals, pulses, peanuts. So these are all the rich source of niacin. Now the deficiency may lead to of niacin may lead to pellagra. Now this pellagra is a niacin deficiency condition commonly referred to as rough skin characterized by dermatitis. So the main clinical symptoms are 3 Ds. Now these 3 Ds are, the first D is for dermatitis, the next D is for diarrhea, and the third D is for dementia. Now these are the major problems that are, if not treated, may lead to a fourth D associated with this. So that is death if untreated. So if this situation is unchecked or untreated, it may lead to death also. So pellagra is most seen in people which are having the staple diet as corn or maize, because niacin is present in maize in unavailable form to the body as it is in a bound form, and moreover the tryptophan content is also low. So I hope students now the role of niacin, its chemistry and biochemical function is clear to you all. Let's again see. It is a derivative of nicotinic acid, first of all, having the pyridine 3 carboxylic acid moiety. Its coenzymes are NAD and NADP. Now you can clearly see the structures of niacin, NAD and NADP here. Then comes to the biochemical functions, the NAD dependent and NADP dependent reactions, and moreover the dietary intake is of 15 to 20 mg in adults, and the deficiency leads to pellagra. So students, I hope now it is clear to you all now.